Your morning routine is destroying your productivity. And here's what I mean. Most people that are following gurus, that read self-help, that watch podcasts all the time, that even listen to probably some of my episodes, are optimizing the optimally optimal. You're doing too much. You're overcomplicating it. It's not simple, right? It should be simple, but you're not making it simple. And that's because you're in a position where you think you got to hit your cold plunge. You've got to sun your balls. You've got to go no fap November. You've got to make sure that you do all of your affirmations, 45 minutes of journaling, sun salutations, walk outside for 30 minutes. You've got to have, a high protein, low carb meal. You've got to drink a half a gallon of water before 8 a.m. And then you've got to work out 2 hours in the gym before 8 a.m. too. And the funny thing is that all of that is not true. You don't have to do any of that. You actually shouldn't do any of that. You actually shouldn't have anyone tell you that you should or should not do any of that. Realistically, for me, what I like to optimize for in the morning is getting to work, right? I work for myself, as y'all know, and the most productive hours are the hours when people are not blowing my phone up, when people are not asking me questions, when I have the ability to go deep work and do X amount of hours before anyone wakes up. That is where I'm going to be most productive. For anyone that's working a regular job, maybe that's not when you need to be productive because you're working for the man, the government, or somebody else, and you don't want to do work at that time. That's cool, right? As you move up the rung, even in the corporate world, you're going to have to probably do more work in suboptimal hours for your pleasure, right? That's just going to be what happens. There's really no way around that. But where I'm at right now, and the only reason why I wanted to make this video tonight and release it is that I see so many people having analysis paralysis. They're being paralyzed by too many options out there, too many things that have to be done. Well, this influencer says I need to be keto, and this influencer says I need to be carnivore, and this person says that I need all these supplements, and this person says I need this many steps, and I should never touch resistance bands, or I should always touch resistance bands. I have to get optimal sleep. It's 8 to 9 hours every night, and it needs to be 69.96 on the thermostat, or that I need to sleep naked, or I need to sleep in these silk, or I need to wear up. Like, shut up. At the end of the day, what needs to happen is you need to find something that puts you in a position to succeed at the things that you want to succeed at. For me, that's productivity in the morning. Sometimes that's a workout. When I don't have clients, 3 days a week I have clients early. The other 2 I like to work out. Why? Because then I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the day. And I even like working out. But your morning routine should put you in a position to optimize for what it is you have that you want to do, what goals you have for the day, or what overall you're trying to do. If you work for yourself, this is sacred time. Use it wisely. Maybe that's on a workout. Maybe that's somewhere else. I can't tell you what you should or shouldn't do on that specifically. I can only tell you what's worked for me. But what hasn't worked for me is polar plunging, cold plunging, making sure that, I sun my balls, running a nasal, a neti pot or anything that's aerosol like that. Like all of these things that the biohackers do to have the most optimal, and the entrepreneurship, the hustle culture recommends that you do to have the most optimal morning routine. The fact of the matter is that most of it is bullshit. Most of it is to make more money. Most of it is to put you in a position where you're always being fed more information, and they're going to give you one little carrot at a time. So you keep moving, keep running. Well, you're not a horse, right? You're a human, and you got to decide what means something to you and what doesn't. So if I were you, I would just figure out, from top to bottom, what do you care about? What needs to get done in the morning to set you up for the rest of your day, for your week, for your month, for your year, for your goals, revenue, personal, relationship, etc., and do that. You don't need a 4-hour morning routine. And in fact, most of the individuals that I've known that have a 4-hour morning routine aren't successful. They aren't successful in business. They aren't successful in relationships. They aren't successful in a ton of things. Having 4 hours of things to do in the morning is a privilege. And to be fair, if you're broke or you're poor, you probably don't have the capability to optimize that much. So keep that in mind too. A lot of things are sold to people so that they can be sold again and again and again and again. And it's a never-ending pipe dream. Your cold showers aren't going to make you more money, right? Your journaling is not going to make you more money. right? You sitting on the edge of your bed and meditating is not going to make you more money, right? Doing the work that sets you up to make more money will make you more money. And I know that making money is not everyone's goal, and I'm not saying that it even should be, but you got to reverse engineer what these goals are and how you're actually going to get there. Look at the people that have come before you and what they actually do. Most people that are in this hustle culture that have 4-hour morning routines did not until they had a shit ton of money. They had that after they had a shit ton of money. Food for thought. Hope this helps. If it doesn't, that's cool. Let me know what you'd like to hear. And if you are listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, I would like this to be shared with more people. We don't have any reviews on either, so if you would be so kind, please leave a review. Holla at your boy, recommend it to someone, shoot it in a DM, shoot the YouTube link over to somebody. It would be very beneficial to us long term. I really appreciate y'all. Hope everyone's having a great Thursday. Out.